Hey, what's up guys? Sumo11 here. Welcome to my review of Mario & Luigi Dream Team for the Nintendo 3DS. So, Mario and Luigi are back in another RPG adventure in which they visit the Pillow Island with Princess Peach, Toad, Toadsworth, and the others after getting an invitation to this island. Starlo is back too, of course, to give you advice along the way. Peach is kidnapped like always, and it's up to the brothers to save her while finding out about the island's mysterious past. There's even a new villain called Phantasma, and they have to rescue the Pillow People while getting help from Prince Dreambird, Prince of the Pillow People. The game is split up into two different areas covering the real world and the dream world. The real world is where most of the exploration is done, and the dream world, which consists of Luigi sleeping on a special pillow and then Mario entering his dreams to explore and do battle in that area. The real world is your basic Mario and Luigi RPG game with the brothers exploring a 3D world, meeting strange characters along the way. The game takes the uniqueness to another level with the real world and the dream world, and I really have to praise the game for the way that the enemies fight. There's always some way of making it different, and I just like that. You know, they always find a way to make it different, and the battles have become even more dynamic. And I just like what they've done, you know. The battles are presented very well, and I feel like that's one feature from the game that shines the most. The dream world consists of Mario in a dreamy version of Luigi, dream version of Luigi, exploring a side-scrolling world while Mario is strictly the one doing the battles with the power-up from Luigi. And this is my favorite part of the game because they really gave you some unique attacks. You get all of these Luigis that form together to make things, and it's really cool. You can form a ball, you can form a hammer. I like the ball the most because it's one of the easier ones and you can hit a lot of enemies with it. Some of the other ones get a little bit complicated later on. It's like I don't feel like doing that. There's one where they built like a small arena sort of area, and then you smack Luigi's into the enemies and then you get to smack them again. You get to smack them around a few times. That's pretty cool. And Luigi helps Mario along the way while exploring his dreams with these Luiginary works. I believe that's how you say it. You know, you get to manipulate gravity, time, these drills. There are other cool abilities within the game. And there's even a block enemy. How cool is that? I thought that was really awesome when I was playing through the game. Like, this enemy is a block. It's literally a block. Like, that's one of the, I guess that's kind of like one of the icons from the Mario Bros. Series. Like, one thing you would instantly know, the block. And it's just like, oh, the block is an enemy. I like that. And there are even battles where you take control of a giant Luigi to fight larger enemies, which I didn't really like that much. It was kind of plain compared to the other modes, and it didn't seem like they put that much effort into that one. They also didn't give that much room for failure in these fights. If you take a few hits, you're dead, and you know you have to fight the boss this way or it won't work. And I'd like a few more options for fighting the bosses and stuff. If you don't hit them, if you don't take them out within this time, they're gonna heal themselves. Or they're gonna hit you with a strong attack, and you might not remember how to block it. After leveling up the bros, you can change their stats. I was just kind of random with mine, because I was going in order at first, and then I just kind of forgot. So I was just like, oh, I'll just pick a random one. And there's probably a better way of doing that, but that's just me. I don't think it really mattered to me that much. Technically, you can't die in the game. If you are defeated in battle, you can retry the battle. And there's also a way to make the game easier. I barely use the easy mode though. It's not really needed unless, I don't know, you're like a little kid or someone who's not that good at video games, but it's not really needed in this game. It's nice to see the 2D animation in this age of 3D graphics. I feel like everything is 3D these days, and then when you see a game with the 2D art style, you're like, oh, that's it. If it does have a 2D art style, it's like retro. There aren't that many. I don't think there are that many 2D games out there, and I didn't really. Actually, no, that's later in the review. Although I like the art style from the previous games, you know, like Bowser's Inside Story, which is one that I actually played. The sprite work from this game is good as well, and I don't know if the sprites seem darker to anyone. They seem darker to me, and maybe that's just because they're more detailed. I don't know. Shading. There are a lot of tutorials in this game. I did not know there were that many tutorials in the game. I knew there were a lot, but I didn't know there were this many. There's 6 hours of tutorials in this game. 6 hours. So you can take your playtime and really just like subtract 6 hours from it. And I didn't really enjoy this. I didn't like how the game held your hand and pretty much told you what to do. Like, I want to explore things. I want to figure out stuff on my own. I want to learn on my own. Like, let me learn. Let go, you know. just let me play around with the game for a few seconds. And the story isn't too impressive. The game is also super long. So like for a Tales game, that's great because you're constantly learning more about the characters and seeing them grow. But for a Mario and Luigi game, that's a hassle. You're not really going to see that much growth for a character. And after a point, I just wanted the game to end. But it kept going. Wait, there's more. And it's just like, no, I don't want more. Please stop. Mario and Luigi Dream Team has genius battle design. I can't stress that enough. I really enjoyed the battles. You have little hints to what the enemies might do, and it's just good. You have to pay attention to the battles, and if you don't know how to beat an enemy, you will learn as you play, and I really like that. The story is a bit lackluster, and I'm not a fan of the story, but the genius battle design makes up for it tenfold. But that doesn't change the fact that the game is too long. My final playtime was 69 hours and 3 minutes. And the playtime I saw online was around 45 hours. And I don't think the final battle is logged on their logged on the game either. So that also took me a while. The story just seems like it could have been better. And if you're a fan of the series, I'd say check it out on sale. But I still think Bowser's Inside Story was better. Every game in the series seems to have some sort of gimmick, I'm guessing. And Bowser's Inside Story was my first game in the series. You know, the unique perspective of Bowser was great. Bring that back. And maybe even make it a series staple, you know, playing as the villain. Maybe we can play... I would love like a choose your own adventure. Like you can play as Bowser, you can play as Mario and Luigi. Like you split the game between the two, but they're completely like separate stories that might intertwine at like certain points or something like that. But the next game is a mix with Paper Mario, and I don't know how that will go because some people didn't like the new Paper Mario game, and I think they might be using the same stuff from that. I'm not sure. I only wish the story was as good as the battles, and I can't say that I recommend it or I don't recommend it. That's more or less up to you. I know my review sounds a little bit negative, but, you know, that's just me. Anyways, thank you for watching my review of Mario and Luigi Dream Team for the Nintendo 3DS system. If you like this video or if you'd like to see any more video game reviews, leave a game name below and what you think about it. What did you think about this game? I'm Sermo11, and add me on social media. Let's be friends. I'm sorry, my voice has been weird throughout this review. The way I wrote this seems a little bit awkward. I don't know. So, yeah. Later. Peace. Oh, oops.